ice with slush on top. Avoid areas with protruding debris like logs and or brush. And if there's ice on the lake, but water on the shoreline, be extra careful because the ice is starting to melt. There's much more we won't be getting into, but you can read up on all of those safety tips at michigan.gov/DNR. Meanwhile, the Coast Guard, as we've mentioned here in Grand Haven, is ready to go in case of emergency. We watched them today as they practice their ice rescue procedures. Also this week, they've had ice inspections reviewing their gear and their personnel, and they tell us they are 100% ready to go if something happens.
So we haven't received any calls ourselves in the last couple of years. Obviously, we're trained, ready to go. We just passed those inspections that I talked about. We work with other agencies, so if a fire department gets a call, we'll go out too. Oftentimes, the other thing I want to bring up is a buddy system, so always have a buddy with you.
And so they actually showed us and demonstrated some of their rescue procedures today. You're seeing their 15-foot skiff there. They actually put somebody in the water for us today and let us get video of this and show us what happens if they have to come out here to rescue you, but they don't want to have to. So they have an acronym for you to keep in mind. It's easy to remember. It's ICE. The I stands for be informed of the conditions. Those are air temperature, water temperature, ice thickness. Also, the C stands for clothing. Of course, you want to wear something warm, but the thing to keep in mind if you come out here, maybe wear some bright and reflective clothing, because if you do come out here and something happens, people will be able to spot you easier. The last letter is E for equipment. One thing that they tell you that you might want to keep in mind to take out are ice picks and screwdrivers, because if something does happen, those can help you get out of the ice.
You know, I would avoid anywhere going out walking onto the big lake just because of those ridges form and it does become hollow underneath. So you do have to be careful of that.
Their ice cutter boat that would be used for more major rescues out on the lake is actually stationed up north, so they don't have that down here. So if anything does happen out in this region, that wouldn't be able to get to people in time, because they tell us as fast as their response times are, it's only as fast as the conditions will allow. So you'll have to keep that in mind, because as much as they want to keep you safe, they have to keep their personnel safe as well. We're out here talking about all